Hey Kingsman, welcome back. Excuse me. Allergy season is not going to be nice to me. But today we have a Napoleonic Total War 3 battle 4v4 on a map. And the positioning of these armies is very interesting. So you have an Imperial Guard in Denmark. Gosh, it's going to be a bad day. I'm so sorry if I'm clearing my throat a ton. Allergy season is miserable. But... oh man, what an intro. So we have Denmark and Imperial Guard on this side, and then you have the US and Bavaria, one of my favorites for the Imperial side, on this side. And they're going up against a Russian Suvorov, I believe, and Netherlands on the left. So Russian Suvorov, the Ottomans, and Russia, 9-pointer. So already you can see the US and French Imperial Guard kind of forming up in the center with their cav. The thing you have to watch out with, well, both the Netherlands and Ottomans, is they can kind of surprise you. The Ottomans not as much, but Netherlands can surprise you sometimes with the amount of cav they can bring. This cav wants to go sideways, like he's like drifting. The drifting cav. Now, so you can see also Suvorov is putting forward some Kazakis. The nice thing is some of these Kazaki Lancers have a shock resistance. You can make them a lot more deadly. And it looks like actually America's kind of pulling back here, as maybe they were gonna get charged, and well, they're bringing, it's a lot of militia cav, so not the greatest cav. Of course, they have the Imperial Guard to join up with them. Such an interesting alliance here. But they're gonna be forming up here. Bavaria, for those of you who see my streams, I bring like 20 unit armies with Bavaria sometimes, most times. Today, Bavaria is bringing a lot more of the elite, expensive troops. They're bringing some Grenadiers, some Guard, and some infantry that can form squares, as well as some light infantry. So, and then of course a decent amount of cav. They have some hussars, and I believe some chevaliers and dragoons. So, they are going to be more on this side, you can see, trying to protect the army. I don't think they're bringing any heavies. They could bring, they could bring heavies, but they're not going to. It looks like Netherlands are actually issuing out here some hussars and some infantry. They have a very strong defensive position along the tree line. Have their artillery sitting up here, a 6-pounder. Over here we do have the Ottomans massing up by the town. It's been a while since I've seen a battle on this map, and I do remember that the town is always a source of contention here. So Ottomans are going to be the ones fighting for it. I don't know if that's good or not, because the Ottomans have a lot of troops, but like, they don't have the greatest melee stats. They don't actually have a whole lot of good stats when it comes to their infantry. But they're going to fight in the Denmark and Imperial Guard, which Denmark specializes in elite infantry and Grenadiers, and so does the Imperial Guard. So I don't think this is going to go well for them. We will see. So Suvorov has a bunch of cav setting up here. I think the Imperial Guard may be trying to get really aggressive. They have a Grenadier Cheval, as well as the US pushing up. Lancers, I think there's a general maybe nearby. U.S. General Winfield Scott. That's about it, but they are being very aggressive here, maybe too aggressive. I think that Suvorov honestly should be holding right here to kind of present a flank, because I think the Ottomans are going to be totally okay with committing here. And they do have infantry to back this up. This is not a fight that the French are going to win. But maybe they're going to anyway. Oh no, what are they doing? Oh, they're going for artillery. Well, that may be an overcommitment. Ooh, getting volleyed by the Ottoman. Yeah, I would say get these Grenadiers out of there. No, don't lose your Grenadiers, your Grenadier Cheval. They're so dead. They are going to get surrounded, and they are dead unless they... Okay, they're going to follow it up, try to hold this, but I'm kind of worried. Yeah, see, look at this. They've been attacked in the rear. This thin line, there's 3 of them versus, or 4 of them versus a lot. Suvorov throwing in Ottomans, although they are charging themselves in the back. But Suvorov is now going to come in and hit these guys in the back, and that shock morale. These guys may be resistant to it, but you see Suvorov is just starting to like put over more cav. America's going to try to stop that flanking charge. In fact, do a flanking charge of their own. This is a huge cav battle. We do have some Russian dragoons going in, but you see the French are starting to really lose. They lost their Mamelukes. These Grenadier Cheval is looking bad. We do have Bavaria charging the artillery of the Netherlands while they're multitasking here. Very good job. But I think that, yeah, the coalition should keep pushing here. They need to take out some of these cav. Now, they're losing a lot. These Kazakhis are going to start losing. Netherlands lost some cav. We do have more carabiners from Netherlands going in the back lines here. Now, hopefully Denmark will push up some of their cav, but no, the Ottomans are getting very aggressive here, as well as Russia. So the Ottomans should push up their infantry, start pouring a volley into the side of these Grenadier Cheval, who are honestly probably, yeah, there it is. Face sealed, some more cav in a flank. Suvorov is pushing up some of their dragoons as well. At least the Netherlands had their cav or artillery taken out by these hussars of Bavaria. So some silver linings. They may lose a lot of their Imperial cav here. We do have a general right here, Mortier, who honestly should get out of there, as Suvorov's going to pour in even more cav. These Grenadier Cheval have taken out a lot of cav, I think. So if Denmark has a lot more cav they can pour in and has reserves, then they can probably take a good trade here with how much of the Russian and Ottoman and Netherlands cav they've taken out. There's 52 of them left here. We do have infantry pushing up here. Denmark should not commit. In my opinion, Denmark should not commit here, because this infantry is just going to start volleying at close range these Grenadier Cheval. Rip the Grenadier Cheval. And they're going to start dropping, as they're honestly probably going to break here. We do have some more... okay, so yeah, they're getting really aggressive here. I like this. Netherlands are going to have to hold with their carabiniers. And the Ottomans still have some cav left. Russia dragoons may come back. They didn't lose a ton. There's some more Russian dragoons in the fight still. Surprisingly, ooh. Got some cav fighting over here. Denmark trying to hold this line. These actually Grenadier Cheval managed to get out of here. 32 of them left, but they managed to get out of here. But here comes the heavy carabiniers of the Netherlands. And, well, they're going to sweep the field. And the French are finally going to fall back. Not a lot of cav left on either side here. Ooh, in fact, they may actually, Denmark may have overcommitted here. But then Denmark can actually pincer these carabiniers, these heavies for Netherlands, and maybe break them. That could be a huge win for them. Although, look at this infantry here. Shooting American cav and more Russian cav coming in here. Yeah, oh, man. Oh, man. I think they got to count their losses here. Bavaria has, like, the only cav left, I think, over here. Yeah, there's nothing left in cav, and I think that Russia and the Ottomans still have some cav left, so this is going to be a bad thing now. I think ultimately a lot of Ottomans and Russian cav, but it was cheap cav compared to the French and Denmark. So most of the cav is gone. I still think that the coalition has cav, because a lot of this, there was a lot more of it running away, and it stopped running, obviously, because you can't see it anymore. So, yeah. Oh, is this a general? No, this is a 20-pounder. So Bavaria is just picking through the artillery here. Just breaking all the guns. Excellent job of just making... This is why you can't leave your artillery undefended, even in the back lines. You have to leave some light cav with them. We do have Netherlands pushing out here. They have the numbers now. This is a militia-heavy faction. But they're going to be pushing out here. Bavaria's in America are going to have to decide what they're going to do if they're going to turn and face the Netherlands, which may not be a bad idea. You can focus down the Netherlands and then swing on the flank. But we do have Denmark. It looks like the Imperial Guard are going to be the ones holding the town. We do have a 3-pounder sitting way back here, but they secretly hate the Imperial Guard, apparently, because they are leveling them as they're trying to shoot. Looks like the Ottomans are going to be the ones holding the town. So, we're forming up here. And they're going to be forming up and probably taking on 2 factions. If Suvorov is a good, back of support for them, that could work very well. Now, Russia is way over here, so France needs to be very careful, because they could get overwhelmed As they've kind of split the army with Denmark. Denmark and France are just going to hold this town, but they can be taken on soon with Ottomans and Russia. Over here, the Netherlands need to be very cautious as well because, well, if they aren't careful, they're going to get overwhelmed by Bavaria and the U.S. Now, the U.S. are still moving because I think they realize their ally is going to be having a tough fight against the Ottomans and 2 Russian players. So, trying to take the flank. Now, we do have the Imperial Guard, who honestly are going to do some excellent volleys and just do an excellent job of just destroying the Ottoman line here. These guys are no match for elites. This guy with a beard, he's like, I don't need a gun. I'll just sit here and... Oh, my sword. They actually look Russian. This guy's like, I can... Oh no, he died. They have no honor taking out the drummer. Who's just drumming? They're taking out all the drummers. Anyway, they're double stacking their lines, and they're going to try to be defensive, but France, because they have such good melee stats, they're probably going to go for the house with some of their grenadiers. Do they have grenadiers? Where are they at? Voltigeurs. Now this can get really close, and yeah, they're going to go for the house with some chasseurs, as the Ottomans have just some really crappy units in the town. So they should take this LOC pretty easily here. Already dropping 2. This is going to be easy for them. Oh, they dropped... No. But yeah, there is going to be a flank, of course, being fought over here, as Russia is going to pour into the flank of this town fight. We do have Denmark and Ottomans forming up, and the U.S. massing up here to attack the flank. Now, the Netherlands are going to be engaged by Bavaria now. The Netherlands can win this if it's a 1v1, and the only way they're going to win this is if they use their overwhelming numbers, especially on this flank here. Use their cav to back up. They got some good cav here. Just form up on this flank. Oh my goodness, Carabiniers going for the flank. These guys could form square too, but they did not in time. And heavy cav's going to start chopping them to pieces. U.S. sending over some light infantry would be for the flank. But, yikes. Actually, these Carabiniers are going to need to get themselves out of there. They did take some... They did inflict damage, and now their infantry are going to be able to form up here. U.S. is going to start pushing on the Ottomans. Ottomans are going to be having a lot of problems here, to be honest. Suvorov, though, is here. And they have light infantry, has good accuracy, good reloading skill. Now, we do have also a flanking charge from the Ottomans here, as the chasseurs are going to go in. And this is what, honestly, this is going to go very well for the Imperial Guard, is what I suspect. Russia can start pushing up here and maybe turn the flank with Suvorov and do a very good job there, because the Ottomans are not going to hold on. They're being attacked by 3 factions. Netherlands are fighting with Bavaria over here. We had some cav and line infantry. These guys were able to form square, so Bavaria, well, they're going to start doing terrible. They're going against Hussars in a square, and that's an unfortunate defeat, as now the U.S. are going to be able to help out in the Netherlands. That may be what is needed and what it takes to turn Bavaria, or turn this Bavarian fight into a victory against Netherlands. Now, Netherlands are going to be able to use this forest to kind of, you know, shelter himself a little bit, but you can see their morale is starting to waver. We do have Cav also that went in for a square, or for a charge against some line infantry that could not form square, and this could go very well for them. Now a counter charge by some more cav here from the Netherlands. So, but the Netherlands, you see, are getting really focused down here. That's a really good thing. Now, also the U.S. are just plastering up. Bayonet charging the Ottomans. Ottomans are not going to do well. They see also mass break as the Imperial Guard is just going in on the Ottomans. Ottomans getting focused really badly. Hopefully the Russians are going to push up, because if they don't push up soon, there's going to be no Ottomans left. They just aren't built for this. This is some of the best infantry, though, and I don't know what it's doing. But it's going to start breaking here. This does not seem like a fair fight here. The whole center is breaking for the Ottomans here. Now they're going to get a volley at close range if they ever can. Fire. This is too easy. The Ottomans are just being picked to pieces here. Now, the Netherlands are pushing on the flank of Bavaria. And that's going very well for them. Now the right flank is getting focused down by a lot of volleys. Denmark now going in against the Ottomans. Ooh, we do have some breaking from the Imperial Guard as Suvorov charged with some sappers. The backup line of the Ottomans seems to have held off this Imperial Guard. Now we do have Suvorov moving up, Russia moving up here. And this is going to be a problem as I don't know how well this line's going to hold. You see they're actually starting to get shooken up. Suvorov, light infantry in the center here. And France is actually starting to reform here as the Ottomans, they're breaking. So the US is coming around, and I'm pretty sure the Netherlands is going to get focused down here. This battle is turning into a very one-sided affair. The right flank, though, for Bavaria is starting to break as the Netherlands just need to keep pushing. Just keep pushing. They have heavy cap as well. If the US doesn't have infantry here, then this would be over, I think, for Bavaria. Now, the force is going to give some good defensive bonuses for the Netherlands. And that's why Bavaria is getting as close as possible. Bavaria is trying to reform the lines. We have some heavies now going in against Bavaria. These guys are very tired, though, so they may not make it before they get... No, bayonet charge, counter-charging them. But Bavaria is in danger of getting just totally crushed. We do have a bayonet charge, some Jaeger infantry. Gonna smash both sides here. Netherlands trying desperately to finish off this army. Now we do have the Ottomans trying to reform as the US and Denmark are going to start pushing on the flank, but Suvorov and Russia are going to try to hold this area. You can see actually France, oh my goodness. Man, I just can't catch everything, but some Cav, some Kazakis just charging the back of the Imperial Guard and just totally crushing them. Russia is very strong here still. That is good to see, as now the French are going to have to fall back on this side. They are winning on this side, but Russia is just too strong on this flank. And you can see Suvorov actually has some Grenadiers, and Russia has some Grenadiers just pushing up here. And just pushing on the flank, splitting the French almost in half here. And America, it should be very careful they don't overcommit here. Oh, there's some cat that's going to get shot. Over here, Netherlands actually looks like they may be starting to lose here. Bavaria may finally be catching that break they need. And Netherlands maybe should start falling back. Just pull this army as far away from this as possible. Like, just start falling back. Make these guys chase you. Because then they'll be far away from this, and Russia and them can fight without reinforcements showing up. Now, looks like Ottomans still do have some infantry way back here, so they are not out of this fight totally. Suvorov has just done such an excellent job of pushing here. More Grenadiers going in. Suvorov needs to be careful they don't get a mass rout here, as they have a lot of really good quality infantry. Russia is pushing up here on the flanks. They have this really massive guard unit. Look at this. These guys are going to start just pushing through the flank here. These Grenadiers really starting to make a dent in the line. We do have Denmark infantry who are maybe going to fire here, but now they're going to get charged. You have to do counter charge. And we do have Suvorov sending in some Dragoons, as well as Russia. Ooh, man, this is becoming really, really bad. Denmark needs to be very careful. These guys are going to mass rout. The Grenadiers plus Cav going in. Now, the US over here in Bavaria, oh my goodness, Netherlands are really starting to struggle here. In this forest, yikes. Try to do the best over here. They're going to try to do their best with some militia. Bavaria could just honestly sit back and let the US put some of their lights up here. These skirmishers should be up here shooting on the side of the Netherlands. Netherlands is finally breaking in the forest, but I think Bavaria is going to lose some troops too, maybe. Now, maybe not. But Ottomans are back, and they are going to start firing on this flank of the U.S. Suvorov and Russia maybe finally running out of steam here, as Denmark has maybe found a flank. Russia, though, is pushing up here, and French only have 3 units. Denmark, or 4 units, and Denmark only has 2 on this flank. And they're just getting pushed by Russian cavalry. Man, as Russia keeps pushing, using their cav to basically just cause the French to have to stop. So this flank is going disastrously. But Suvorov is maybe finally having a massive break. And Russia has some infantry. They have some more of their infantry pushing up here. So this may be finally getting patched up, but their flank is starting to just fall back over here. The Netherlands have had a mass rout. There's only a couple units left. And maybe they're going to fall back to the town. America is just going to shoot through the Bavarian line infantry. Skirmishers are good if you don't have enemy cav to run them down. But finally, Bavaria and America have won on this side. I think there obviously is still Netherlands, and they're going to have to take care of them. I think Americans should peel off and go this direction. That can be used over here to ensure this is a successful battle. Ottomans could just stay back, honestly, and just keep this line busy. Looks like actually Denmark committed a lot, maybe overcommitted again, as the Suvorov Grenadiers are just everywhere. Russia has the mass and has the numbers to continue to just harass this left flank of the French. You can see they are starting to lose. These units are down to a lot of losses. They don't have a lot of cav over here. Now Denmark can start maybe pushing on the flank. If Suvorov can't hold this center, then they can do well, but they gotta deal with Suvorov Grens first. And it looks like actually the Russian Suvorov take back this building too. So let's see here. So Bavaria is not gonna pursue the Netherlands at this point. They are not gonna pursue them. And America is gonna move over here as they need to deal with the Ottomans who came back. These guys are just tired. Very tired, active, but they are still here and protecting the flank. I say that Denmark should push on this flank and try to go around the Russians, because the Russians are just so strong still. There's so much Russia in the town. And the French are like, we're out of here. They took the brunt of the fight, and now they are gonna fall back with what's left of Denmark. We do have some breaking from France or from England. Oh gosh, wow, wrong twice. Some breaking from the US combat gen, but now Denmark is going to be able to fix this gap. And they're gonna hold strong here. These are double stack lines, so these guys will hold for a very long time. Maybe the Netherlands are back. Yep, Netherlands back. Maybe gonna try their skirmishers on the flank though, so that's gonna really hurt them. But Bavaria's just gonna try to hold this grove as America's gonna start pushing on the Ottomans. Ottomans should just start falling back a little bit. Force America to have to push this flank and get further away from this fight where they are winning.
Our men are running, sir.
Oh, what? Why are the skirmishers running? Ooh. So America's not going to use their artillery anymore because of this line infantry. Very good placement of the line infantry. So Netherlands can still be a big problem. Now you see Bavaria is actually peeling off some of their Grens to go over here and help out this fight with the Ottomans. Because they need to break the Ottomans fast, because Denmark is actually having a massive break here. My dog is just going crazy outside. Because Russia is just able to sit back and shoot. In fact, they are continually pushing here. They have the cav advantage. Denmark has a couple cav left, but not enough. And there's 4 units of the Imperial Guard who are, well, they're trying to rest a little bit first. And Russia hopefully is going to overextend themselves here, but they have to be pushing here. They have skirms on the flank along with their cav here, but look at the break that they are starting to have in the center as Denmark is going to start having problems. We may have Suvorov pushing over to attack the flank of the US. This battle is being turned around early on the Ottoman break, but, well, they've come back from it. Impressively so. And now the Ottomans, like I said, they're just basically trying to delay maybe the US from being able to come over and help out over here. As look at this, Russia's pushing up, Suvorov me on the flank. We have only a couple units, 3 units of Denmark, 1 line infantry, the Massachusetts Militia, and then some hussars holding this flank. The Russian might is showing themselves in this battle. We have the general over here. But Russia may be starting to get a little bit overextended, maybe. They do have some really heavy lines, so hopefully they can take the morale hits from losing infantry. But, oh, Suvorov once again going in. Suvorov doing what Suvorov does best, which is bayonet charges. America's going to start falling back here. And this could be a chance for the Ottomans to actually isolate these 5 units of the US, although they're falling back, so they're going to start pushing on the flank. And the fallback for the Imperial side is happening now. And we do have some Voltigeurs breaking here. These Voltigeurs have been sacrificed. And I'm worried they're gonna fall back now, but they're gonna get shot in the back. Netherlands still fighting strong, and they actually have a large amount of infantry, so Bavaria is trying their best to defeat them piecemeal. But the Netherlands are actually peeling some troops off to have to like force these guys to fall back here. So the US is fighting with half strength against Suvorov and the Ottomans. This fight honestly has gone backwards. Initially strong and now not so strong. Denmark, I think maybe the Russians notice this, but Denmark is very weak. These units are very depleted. And a couple good solid volleys could probably break them. As they start falling back. And this is turned backwards. Now, look at this. We do have Denmark artillery really focusing down these Russian heavy mass lines. That could save them. Oh, we do have some cav fighting hussars. This is not going to go well for Denmark, as the dragoons are easily going to defeat them, and they got to watch out for their artillery here. The Netherlands still fighting Bavaria. They just have been having this little fight over here that actually is pretty significant, albeit very small. Because if Bavaria was over here helping out, that would be it for the Ottomans. But no, we have dragoons for Russia going in. Oh my goodness, they're going to break so many of Denmark infantry. Russia, if they could rush up here, they could seal Denmark's fate. But the dragoons are doing a lot of work here. And the artillery, the 3-pounders, unfortunately, are probably dead. Now, you do have U.S. infantry balling into the dragoons. They may break those dragoons. Yeah, they did. But at what cost? Because Denmark just lost, like, 3 infantry. So this is actually a very good, smart thing that the Netherlands are doing. They're basically sacrificing these units so the Ottomans can volley into the back of the U.S. here. Now we do have a Bavarian cav charging in here. Gonna easily break these Netherlands infantry. I think they're quickly trying to defeat them in the back so they can defeat them. My dear, can you get Groot inside? Sorry, my dog is just you're gonna hear him the whole game if you don't take him inside. Love dogs, but not during my video. Russia's gonna start pushing out this field. This is starting to actually look very, very bad for the Imperial side. Now over here, if Bavaria can finish up the Netherlands without losing too many more men, which I think they can, the morale is very shaky, then they can come over and join this fight and maybe defeat them. Because Ottomans, you know, they're a very, well, a very finicky army. The morale is very finicky, but look at this. They have broken the Netherlands. Now the US are going to probably sit in this grove and have a desperate last stand here. As the Ottomans, they were the ones who came back. Honestly, I thought they were toast. 3 Denmark infantry, no, 4. One of them sitting here. I think they're going to sacrifice them. Suvorov doing some more bayonet charges, going against the artillery, making sure they don't come back. Guys, look at how much death and destruction was in this town. It was so hotly contested. Wow. And now it is all the way out here. Suvorov actually has our 12-pounder pushing up here. No cav left in this fight. But, ooh, Ottomans got to be very, very, very careful here. They are going to be walking towards Bavaria. And Bavaria will just wheel around and just destroy them. Now, Netherlands are falling back here. Thankfully, going to get out of there in time. They can hold at the trees or by the LOC. And I think Bavaria needs to ignore them and push up to help fight this side. This is not as important as you have the skirms just sit here and harass this Netherlands army and have Bavaria push up here. Look at this gap that Ottomans are starting to push up on. Thankfully, this is a very fast moving Imperial army, up 4 units. The US and Denmark a lot slower, and Denmark honestly is probably going to lose even more of their... Oh my goodness, where's that artillery? Oh, what? So the US guns actually could even the odds, as these are some 12-pounders. And yeah, they're going to start... They could really start hurting the Russian line here. Gonna knock back more than they're gonna kill, but you know, it's still something. Russia has such a strong army at this point in time still. Bavaria, I think, is gonna have to start turning around and facing the other direction. Denmark, honestly, or Netherlands is so far away. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're gonna disengage here. And the Netherlands are going to sit in the trees. I would fall back just a little bit more just in case they try to bayonet charge you. And US is going to be on the flank, but here also comes Ottomans. Ottomans actually looking to split the armies in half. Russia getting very close on this side. We'd have some 3-pounders who are not going to get to their guns, but these militia have been sacrificed. And I don't know what the game plan is, but obviously they're probably going to try to form up with their Bavarian ally. The Netherlands have had a very important job, and they have done the best they can, to be honest. They have basically, well, they have distracted Bavaria and Russia and the US, so they couldn't really help as much on this side. Ooh, we do have Bavaria going to hold out a V formation here. They should get some infantry right here for Ottomans to just fire right on that V. And keep pursuing, always pursuing. Nice. So they can still win by LOC if the Netherlands holds this LOC and they hold the one back there. Or if they can win by LOC if these guys hold these 2 1-pointers. And I think that's maybe what they're going to do at this point in time. And the Imperial, they need to realize that they could lose LOC and still kind of win the battle. I mean, there's not a whole lot of time left. 21 minutes. They are breaking the Netherlands, so they can take this 1 pointer, but the other 2 points are way over here, and I know one of them already has been taken. I guarantee you both of them have been taken by now. We do have the Suvorov, Musketeers moving up here. They're going to start focusing down Bavaria. Bavaria sacrificing this line infantry to save the rest of their army. Oh no, now they're going to get themselves out of there. Some skirms setting up as well. Going to pour in, and honestly, it's going to become pretty deadly for the Ottoman infantry. Russia has not been pushing as much. You can see the Netherlands are actually starting to really break as Bavaria has a flank on them. And Suvorov did a bayonet charge and just broke a ton of Bavarians. And now the Ottomans are going to keep pushing up on the flank as that little stiff resistance from Bavaria ended up not really doing much. They held them back, I guess. They saved their army. Like, they were able to fall back their army. But LOC victory will be the coalition unless the French have some secret plan to take these 1-pointers. We do have the artillery who's going to get, well, directly flanking fire on them, so they can still break the Russian army. They just got to be very careful because there's not a whole lot of them left. And honestly, Russia should keep pushing. They can't stop for a second. Get really close to these skirms, and you can break them. Now, you see Bavaria is going to be pushing through here, but unfortunately, Netherlands, they were able to delay Bavaria a little bit, but not long enough. Bavaria still has some infantry right here. They're going to try to get themselves out of here. But this is where everything stands now, guys. After the whole fierce fight in the town, they have fallen back to this LSC and Grove, and they're going to try their best to hold. The U.S. and Denmark and France, with U.S. and Bavaria on the flank, right flank, U.S. in the center, and left flank as well. The U.S. has the most infantry left over at this point in time. The infantry are going to be able to get rested. They're going to become fresh. They're tired, of course, but I think they're going to do an LOC thing. I think they're agreeing that the LOC is all they need. And so I think at this point they've all agreed that the 1-pointers need to be taken. So this battle may end up being not as much fighting. I'm going to fast forward here as we're going to keep pushing. So at this point you can see that the this whole left flank is going to go for this 1-pointer. You have Bavaria and the U.S. going to push up here, so they realize they have to take a 1-pointer.
Our men are running, sir.
Because, well, let's be honest here. Oh my goodness. We have Ulani, who just took out the artillery piece. And, have they taken this LOC yet? Because there's some national militia here. We have Winfield Scott, who's going to try fighting them. So they're going to take this 1-pointer. But they still have to take 2 other 1-pointers, and there's 15 seconds left. Or, sorry, minutes left. So, Russia, it kind of looks like they're splitting up their army. Honestly, maybe these guys could take out Russia if they really focus them down. But Russia is going to be falling back because at this point, it is the LOC race. The lock race. And, Bavaria is going to get totally overwhelmed here. Looks like the Ottomans are just going to push for them, try to take them out. That may be all you need, because these guys can defeat the Russians. They can still win this. I hope it doesn't come down to that. That'd be awful. Oh, we do have a bayonet charge here. Huge bayonet charge, and Bavaria is gone. We're back, guys. It crashed at the worst time. 15 minutes ago, and it crashed. I had to fast forward all the way, so... back with the replay of the Bavarian break. And it's definitely going to be a big one as Ottomans and Suvorov are going to just rout them. But this may be the sacrifice that they need to then get their armies, well, over to this one pointer over here, because they can take out a one pointer over here and the one over here. Now we do have a general, no, some Ulanen, who are, if they knew there's a light infantry here, they would move them. But these guys are going to go into this one pointer probably and deal with it. Bavaria is gone, so the U.S. are going to have to defend this one pointer, because even if these guys make it over this one pointer, I feel Russia has this one pointer and they can easily wipe the field over on this side, clean up, and then take out this other one pointer. So it's only a matter of time. Like I said, I think it would keep fast forwarding. I'm kind of nervous that it's going to crash again, but Russia's shadowing the movements, and all they honestly have to do is defend this one pointer. Ignore this, go right here, just sit in between these buildings, and let them go and take this other one pointer, and then just push up and take this one pointer, which is exactly what they're doing. Look at the Ottomans. America's trying their best. They don't have enough. I would say just pile into this house and hope you can break the Ottomans and the Suvorov. Excuse me. Because the U.S. need to like hold. Now it looks like actually the Russians are pouring in some hot fire here, and France is trying to march past it here, sacrificing some units so the rest can get through. Russia needs to keep pushing. Like, they can't stop. This is the one that's going to matter, because 9 minutes remaining. I don't know if these other troops are going to make it. So this could be either a tie or a non-tie.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Oh, they took it. Some Grenadiers from Suvorov. Oh my goodness. Well, that may have just sealed their fate. They're not going to make it there in time. They have to fight them here. Rip. So even if the Ottomans don't, if the Ottomans do, then it's a huge victory. So let's keep going. Let's see how this is going to develop. The U.S. don't really have a lot of really good infantry. They have a lot of militia, light infantry. So a couple light infantry. I don't know if the Ottomans are even going to fight it. They're just going to pick off, well, the skirmishers here and keep fighting this army. I'm surprised Russians haven't moved up here. Oh. We got some Denmark infantry kind of being like, remember us? Hey, 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 don't ignore us. Russia's still marching parallel with them. Like, parallel as they're going. But the Imperial Guard could do this. Are they running? 7 minutes to go. This is when you run. Once they get to the road, it may help. So they're going to be going for the road and then using the road. Russia's right behind them, though, so take it as it is. Ottomans don't think they're going to push over here. In fact, they're just going to mass up here and then maybe push, but with 6 minutes to go, Suvorov may have the last say as the French are going to attack them. It'll be beautiful. There's like 2 other units of Suvorov
One of our
infantry.
units has used all its ammunition, sir.
But there's not a whole lot, you know. They do have this whole town. These guys may be the last-ditch effort. 5 minutes remaining. Oh, man. The U.S. need to stall the Russians. Do something. Do something. These guys are going to start breaking. They're so close. Look at this. They're so close. Like, they're like within a beta charge from the Russian
Our
Guard.
men are running, sir.
They're going to go down. Here we go, guys. Here it is. The last desperate stand. the Grenadiers holding the town. The best thing you could have right now is the fact that these Grens are the ones holding the town. And the Russians are hot on their
Our
heels.
men are running, sir.
We do have the Ottomans pushing up here. Man. But Russia is hot on the heels of this army, even if they've gotten in 3 minutes. They have 3 minutes. They have to charge in now if they want to take it. But they are not going to, probably. Maybe they will. But remember that the Russians have this LOC, and they have this one. So you have to take that one and hold this one. So they can still win this in 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 42 seconds. They gotta go in now. Charge in now. In America, hold back the Russians. Oh no, their morale. They're tired. They're losing. The Stormer's like, oh, they're missing. Y'all are missing. What are you doing? Use your morale. The Voltigeurs have some decent morale. They're not going to take it in time. Unless the Suvorov morale crashes out of nowhere, it's over. Russia needs to run their men over. I know they're winded and everything, but they need to run men over. America's still holding that LOC, so it's still up in the air. Here we go. Here comes the fight.
Our men are running.
Oh no, the US is losing. This is the only entrance in and out of this place, so. Here it goes.
Our men are running.
55 seconds remaining. Ah, they're breaking again. And it's over. Last ditch effort. Good game. Well played to both sides. Came down to 40-second mark. Now there is Ottomans still trying to fight here, but I don't think they're going to make it. Ottomans are not going to make a dent in this LOC. In fact, they seem to be losing. But that's okay. They won LOC victory elsewhere, so they did what they needed to. Good game. Let's just fast forward here, as it's now a mass bayonet charge here with a couple seconds left. And the Ottomans are going to possibly break, but look at the kills on both sides. So, unfortunately, the Netherlands just got focused down. That's why they have fewer kills. They got America and they had Bavaria on them. So, hope you guys enjoyed this battle. I believe it was set by Steely Dan as an American player. So, thank you for that. You guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and I will catch you all in another video.